Welcome to art class, come on in, have a seat. My name is Clark May, and in today's art lesson we're going to be making a Tempera Resist, also called a Tempera Batik. Why are we making this? It's because I have a song coming out called Tempera Resist, and a lot of the lyrics relate to this specific painting process that's fairly obscure, so I figured I would make this video to show you how you can make one for yourself. It's called a Tempera Resist because we're going to use tempera paint and India ink, which will stick to our watercolor paper and not our paint. The things you will need are watercolor paper. I am using this thin piece because I don't want to waste a lot if I mess up. Tempera paint, you'll need India ink, you'll need paint brushes, some water to clean it with, and some paper towels. I also bought these tempera paint sticks that I want to try because I've never used them and want to see how they work. Let's begin. Let's open up the India ink. The process is pretty simple. We're going to use our tempera paint on this watercolor paper, leaving the outlines blank. Then we're going to cover the whole painting with India ink, take it over to the sink and rinse it off, and we will be left with our beautiful Tempera Resist. Now we gotta figure out what I want to paint. So I got some questions on Instagram. I would make music for the Spider-Verse series. It's high energy, there's a lot of hip hop and pop influence on there, which I think is really cool. I would love to make music for any Avatar: The Last Airbender project. I know that they have some like animated movies that are coming up, but also new seasons of the Netflix live action show. And I actually just discovered that my grandfather, who traveled a lot to East Asia, especially like Singapore, he has a lot of instruments like the erhu that I have to kind of refurbish and see if I can even get them to play notes. Yeah, Avatar doesn't have many songs with lyrics, but I think even so, just the instrumental tracks would be so much fun to work on because there's so many different instruments happening. The next question I got was, would I want to see the cartoon Infinity Train get revived for Adult Swim? And the answer is 100% yes. The creator didn't even get to finish all of the plans that he had for 8 seasons. He only got to make 4 of them. So any way that the show could come back, I'm all for. These are so hard to open. Okay. The next question is, when is new music coming? And this song, Tempera Resist, is out right now. I wrote this song as a metaphor for being closeted, for covering over all of these beautiful colors underneath, and as you get older, being able to rinse it off and show other people your true colors, that there's beauty in letting people in because you're a work of art that deserves to be seen. The next question is favorite character from the cartoon Steven Universe, and I'm gonna need a minute. At the start of the show, I really liked Lapis Lazuli just because she changed the scope of the whole show. She was an alien, so they had to think about other planets besides Earth. But as the show went on, Garnet really won my heart when the major spoilers were revealed about her. I really started to like Amethyst when she started fighting Jasper, when she became more of that mature big sister character. And learning about Pearl's past made me like her even more. If I said starting to like, I meant like them more. Lapis and the main 3 crystal gems are definitely my favorite characters. Alright, so we're gonna let this dry. I may come in with a blow dryer, and so you can see I left the outline of the words completely blank. I almost forgot I wanted to use the tempera paint sticks. So how does this work? So I guess you twist it, kind of like a lipstick, I guess. Oh wow, okay. It's like a big wet crayon. It's like using a painted glue stick. Alright, time to blow dry. It flew away. Alright, I think this is pretty dry. Here's the final look before we cover it in India ink, and you'll notice that the outlines are blank. This is the scary part. Okay. It's sealed, which makes me nervous this is gonna stain everything I own. This is just kind of a test. Imagine the nerves that you'd feel just dousing your painting in ink. Alright, let's just do it. This is crazy. It actually smells pretty good. Alright, we have covered our painting in India ink, and now we're gonna let it dry. Once the ink has dried, we're going to rinse it off in the sink and start revealing all of these beautiful layers underneath. Alright, so we've moved over to the sink, and let's start rinsing. You can already see it starting to work. Alright, so we're gonna let this dry. Let's bring back the blow dryer and finish drying our painting. Alright, so now that this is dried, you can see the effect that we're going for. It has this cool distressed look. Actually, the tempera paint stick worked a lot better than the tempera paint itself. I don't think I put enough layers of paint on here. You can see it faded almost immediately, and I don't think I let it dry for as long as I should have. Be sure to stream my song Tempera Resist, made with Deena Corkindale. She is an amazing producer. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Clark May, and follow for more.